Okay, welcome. My name is Victor Torrealba, and this is Lightning Talk. Today, I will be learning about Spring Cloud Function with AWS Lambda. Overview. What is Spring Cloud Function? What is AWS Lambda Functions? Spring Cloud Function with AWS Lambda in action. This will be a practical example. Well, what is a Spring Cloud Function? Essentially, a Spring Cloud Function is a project. It's a project that promotes the implementation of business logic via functions. They couple the development life cycles of business logic from any specific runtime. Support uniform programming model across serverless providers. And very important point, enable Spring Boot features. For example, auto configuration, dependency injection, metrics, and what is AWS Lambda? AWS Lambda is serverless event-driven compute service that lets you run code for virtually any type of application or backend services without provisioning or managing services. More important point that serverless is the serverless mindsets. What in that? For illustrate this point, I show this use case. For example, reduce time response and reduce cost, scalability, latency, reduce workload size, and code maintenance time, for example. You can find very useful, successful case in this link. I repeat, beyond the technology is the business, okay? Serverless mindset is how to add value to the business. Spring Cloud Function and AWS Lambda in action. The target of this practical example is implement a solution to read record from a table in DynamoDB using Spring Boot app, AWS Lambda, and Amazon API Gateway. Okay, where we go. Okay, for execute this example, I create a new account with my free tier. The free tier for 1 year offer access to all the services in the AWS console. I recommend a start for this point. Security credentials. The first approach that I recommend using AWS, understand the importance of the security. You need to understand about user groups, users, role, policies, and all, and others. Okay, after get your credential, okay, you can get an access key and secret key that will be using for your program. Okay. Welcome presentation again. Okay. Okay, hold on a moment. Essentially, this is the architecture that I will be reviewing. We'll be reading a table in DynamoDB using a Spring Boot jar. A specific, the contact is produced using AWS adapter, okay? A Spring Cloud Function has several adapters. Have adapter for Google Cloud, adapter for Alibaba, adapter for Netflix, for example, And in this case, have adapter for DynamoDB. Sorry, for AWS. Essentially, this across one API will be triggering JSON. AWS Lambda will be retrieving this request. Then across Spring Boot will be inserting a record in DynamoDB. This is the exercise. How to do that? This is the step by step. Okay. First step, we need to go to the services and select, for example, Lambda. Okay. This step by step is not a receipt. You can, for example, you can create first the API gateway, then associate with the AWS Lambda. You can create first the function, or you can create first your apps and create the jar. Okay. In this case, I create this function. Okay. How is the way where you can load the code? Is using this way. Using this interface, you can upload for your jar file. I recommend, in the case of Spring, use some kind of dependency for create a Teams jar, not a fax jar. Okay, after upload, you need to specify the handler. This handler is where your app is located. It's very, very important. This is the point how you can join AWS Lambda where with the code in your jar. Okay. Repeating. You need to upload your jar using this way. And after upload your jar, you need to specify the handler. The handler is the class that joins your code with AWS Lambda. Okay. After create the Lambda, for example, you can execute some unit testing. I create this example. In this example, I uploaded one jar that read always is hard-coded. Read always the field record in the table in DynamoDB. Always read the field record. This is a unit test case. You are testing now. Running. Okay. Executing result, success. Okay. Check this value. 1 Mercury and the distance of the Mercury planet from Sun. For review that now, go to service DynamoDB. Okay, DynamoDB is scanless. That means don't use the database scan is direct, use tables. For illustrate this example, I create this table, planet. Explore table items. We have all these items. Check that Mercury is the first one, the first record, okay? We can proceed to edit item, okay? You can edit using JSON or form. The more comfortable for you. In this case, I go to change the name. For example, Mercury 2. For more easy, I go to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Remember the value, please. Say change. Now we can go again for. Okay, you can scan item. Number 1, Mercury 2. Welcome back to the Lambda. Read planet. Test. Testing. Second time is more quickly. Mercury 2, 8. Very important point for this lot is the memory use duration, because this point is billed, okay? It's money, okay? Time of execution, memory use is billed for AWS Lambda. Okay, now I want to go for more complex examples. We can go for AP Gateway. AP Gateway is a kind of entry point. Okay, we have Solar AP Gateway. In Solar AP Gateway, for create this point, this point is called resource, and this is called methods. Let me explain me better. For example, you can create resource. Plan. Okay. In this point, you can put, for example, ID. Then you can create the method get, for example, for this ID. Okay, checking the method created before. This is how look AP Gateway. You have a client, a method request, integration response, and method response. How to communicate AP Gateway con AWS Lambda? Exist several ways. In this case, I choose that integration request. In integration request, you can look all these kind of parameters. I use mapping templates. Using mapping templates, you can choose, for example, application JSON. And this is my template. In my code, I am using one entity, planet entity. I am using a craft repository. I am using the API, the request object too. Okay, how to fill this this call. You need to use Postman. In this case, let me check. Let me open Postman. Okay. Let me see the time. Oh my God. Okay. I need to hurry up. Okay. Let me create new collection. Okay, in solar system, add request. Okay, solar planet, for example, solar planet, pause. Okay, what I need to put in this point, I need to put the Amazon resource name. Let me check. Okay, if you make click in the resource, you can check, for example, for this method, you have entry point. Okay. Right, response. I'm looking for the point. Check the state. I deployed this in this point. Okay, sorry, I got, I forget the point. When you need to locate the, in both URL, you need to go for a stage, okay? This stage is the point that you can make your deployment, okay? In this case, I executed one stage for dev, for development, and this is my entry point. Now we need to create a body. Okay. ID. We have another fields called name. And distance. Okay. Okay. We can trigger. Wow, unsupported media time. I got it. This error is common. Sometimes occur because, oh my God. Sorry for that, because sometimes, according to the, I am using root user, your root user credential. This is not recommended. It's preferred create a root user attached to this group, role assigned to this group, and after that, use the credential for this kind of exercise. Else could occur these kind of things. No, we cannot see the example. Okay. How to make the relationship between this AP and Lambda is for this way. In this point, you need to see Lambda function. In this case, you can check that we have create planet and create planet, the name of the Lambda function. If you are invoking one Lambda function outside of your region or you are not the owner, you need to put in this field the Amazon resource name for this Lambda function. Okay. Essentially, this is all that we need to know about how to connect Amazon API Gateway with a Lambda function and DynamoDB. And if you want to create this app, you need to create the table in DynamoDB. After that, you need to using a Spring Initializer, for example, download the project, Spring Boot project, inject the dependency, especially AWS adapter for Spring Cloud Function. You need to create, for example, this object. After that, you need to create the Lambda function and deploying, uploading the jar, adding the gateway trigger, generate template. Okay, in conclusion, serverless mindset is about how to add value to the organization. Spring Cloud offers a strong ecosystem of framework. For example, you can use dependency injection, inversion of control, aspect-oriented programming, and much more future. AWS Lambda is a good point where to start learning and get easy comprehension and practical knowledge. My specific recommendation for get immersion in this kind of technology is remember, start with identity as access management, okay? After get comprehensive about I am policies, I am user, I am groups or roles. After that, you can jump for AWS Lambda. Then AWS Lambda will be addressing to you for another services. For example, if you want to deploy HTML5, S3, this kind of resource, you can use S3 services. Another services that is very important to know, AWS CloudWatch for get metrics and review logs. Another important services, API Gateway, DynamoDB, for example. This is good enough for start. Okay, finishing, this is the reference manual, developer guide, very important, very interesting, right about serverless state of mind. And this course is totally free for AWS, the final link, and it's very, very practical resource. Okay.